So when's the, do we
I do
know an
too, but I don't usually
approximate
stop.
time of the launch?
No, and what happened was we originally were thinking that I'm saying we, but I think Jeff wanted to do where you get a real publisher. And to me, that didn't matter to me as much because I like to have control a lot more than that. And I like to earn money a lot more than that. And but for him though, it was important, like a badge of honor for him. And I think though that he's changed his mind once we talked to that one lady, because it seems like it's almost a game for them to get money out of us in order to have that badge of honor. So you're paying, so it wasn't going to financially make sense to do it that way. I personally have always self-published, and he self-published his other book. I did it because now I know who bought all my books. I've sold about 8,500, I think, books, and that's not counting my View from the Top stuff. I know them all. I have them all on my send out cards thing, where if you have a publisher, you don't know who bought them. So when I come out with a new project, I'm able to send everybody a postcard and tell them I got a new project. Where if you have a publisher, and the other thing that was really important to me is my kid did the cover, which we're going to reveal on Monday's show of Monday Morning Madness, right? And it turned out awesome. But I know I would have had to fight for it if we had a publisher. As soon as they found out it was my kid, the kid's only 17, I think they would have discounted the sellability, whether or not it's good. So is a lot of fights I didn't really want to have. But he came up with the self-publish on his own. I think talking to that agent lady did that. But I really was willing to, and I said this to him, if that was really important to him, I was ready to take out the sword and fight up the hill with him. So, because he obviously wrote this. It may be based on me, but he obviously wrote this. So I wouldn't ever want to do anything that made him feel less than spectacular about the whole project. So if his worth was wrapped up in getting a publisher, I'm willing to fight that battle. But I think he's changed his mind now and we want to do self-publish because he realized, I think financially it's not even worth it. What were you going to say, Peg?
I was going to say, in terms of marketing, I think it would be great for people to do just what you did for Donna right now without the blue hair. And then everybody's going to go, what's this all about? And
Well, they
then
already, they
about
already
a
are.
month or 2 weeks or whatever before the actual official launch, then everybody does the blue hair.
Oh, that's a good
I think
idea.
that you have the same picture or a different picture, the same wraparound frame, but don't do the blue hair now,
Do
closer
it
and
then.
closer to the official day. That would be because otherwise people are going to feel like they're late to the game or, whatever. Whereas all of a sudden, some people will have seen it and what's this, but then all of a sudden they're going to see it again with all the blue hair everywhere.
Kathy's got an idea.
Well, I
What's
have
your,
a question. So I downloaded your image with the Facebook frame,
yeah,
but when I pulled it into Canva, I can't move the circle part over to put myself behind it. It's all one picture now.
right.
Is
So
there any way to share it in Canva to me?
and I don't know that. I don't know that.
So normally if you open it up and hit share, and then I'm Kathy at the Go Giver is my, then I would have it in the layers.
There's a share feature in share. Okay,
And then
here,
put
this
in
design.
Kathy
Okay.
at the Go Giver.
At Go Giver?
The Go Giver, TheGogiver.com.
Okay, let's see.
Cool. Thank you.
Can you do the same for me, please?
Yes, I did not even know that would work. I'm
It's
so
free
glad
to
you said that. I didn't even know. So it's
Peg at Duchess, Duchess LLC.
There it is.
LLC.com.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, that's so good news. Thank you. I didn't know that. Did that work?
Yes, I got the one with Donna, so now I can put my own face in there. Thank you.
Hey. Yay. Well, that's awesome.
Hi, Debbie's laptop.
Oh, it did it. It's doing it on my screen though. That's funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought it pulled it into mine. Well, excuse me.
No, that's okay.
Oh,
That's
so
okay.
weird. Oh,
And you
well,
have to download it and save
Oh,
to
okay.
your own.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Forgive me. You can.
It's
No,
happened to
that's
me
all
before
right.
too.
That's a
I'm sorry. I
great
didn't mean
picture,
to
Kathy.
delete Donna. Oh my
No, no.
gosh, I'm sorry.
No, we
Still
already
there.
got Donna saved, so that's all right.
Okay. Well, if you want to do me, you got my picture there.
Okay. Oh, so another thing I wanted to show you though is so once we're doing I did a bunch of these yesterday for everybody, and then I can randomly go like on my page and use it as content because I grabbed a bunch of the ones I did and just said, are you missing out on the book launch fund? Because right at the moment, I'm just trying to build the group over there to have a whole bunch of people in it. Because I know no matter what project I'm working on, including this one, I need lots and lots of people for a percent to participate. So that's what I'm just trying to do right at the moment, build a group until we're ready to say what date and all that. So I can use this for content. Now, where SendOutCards comes into this is, let me just pick someone I know for sure. Oh, actually, I could do Donna. That would be awesome. So let me move my screen here. By the way, I say this on most of the recordings, but if you're using SendOutCards and you're having trouble in Internet Explorer, Chrome works best for SendOutCards in my experience. So go to Chrome. Let me just, you have that issue too, Peg?
No, I just know it was Chrome is definitely the best platform to use
Right.
SendOutCards for.
Yeah, I think so too. So what I would do is I promised that the people that did it changed their frame. I'd randomly pick some people to send a goodie to. So I would go in here and I'm going to pick build your own, customize, and then flat card. And then am I going too fast? Do you already use the system, Donna? No. Oop, you're on mute. Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead.
I have an account, but I don't think it's actually linked to any one.
Oh, okay.
So I know how to do it. I
Oh,
don't do it very often. So I
I
probably
just
send 10 a year right now. So,
How do you send your holiday cards, Donna?
I handwrite my holiday cards to
bless your
people.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Address.
Did you know you can make it look like you hand wrote your?
I do. I have done it. You know, at one time I had a bigger account and I was doing quite a bit, and then I just took a break and I haven't come back.
Oh, no,
So,
that's
but my
okay.
personal holiday cards I send out. You know, my marketing is different. I won't go into it. But I wanted to see, because you've been so successful at it. That's why I wanted to come in today and just watch what you were doing.
I just didn't want to go too fast.
No, I know how to do it.
Oh, okay. How about Kathy? Have you seen? I'll slow down a little.
I haven't seen this new. I have been with SendOutCards from, you won't believe this, 2005. My ID is a 4-digit number.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a distributor many years ago, but now I'm a customer and I haven't used it in a while, so I don't even know the plans, but I'll talk to one of you later.
Oh, okay.
figuring out
So I
what's
just
the
didn't
list.
want to go too fast because I tend to do that because I send on average a dozen. I call them on the fly, but those would be like on the phone or Facebook espionage. I do about a dozen a day that way, not counting all the other things I do. But so I tend to go fast, so feel free to tell me to slow down. But you'll notice some of my cards that I did recently. Matter of fact, here's Mr. Berg, is because when anybody I set up a system as soon as I have to do something more than once. So when someone did an endorsement for us, I made a graphic for it so we could use it for social media. And I sent the person the graphic and got their approval to use it. Then I put it on the front of a card and put Jeff and I's picture that we took down in San Antonio, this one, on the back. and I have something pre-written that I wrote once that I'm going to put back there that says pretty much, thank you very much for the endorsement. We really appreciate your kind words. Please enjoy this sweet treat from us. And it's a couple brownies. So I'm doing that for everybody that does an endorsement. And a lot of the things that I do every day are like that. There's some kind of system that I'm setting up. Once I figure out how to appreciate somebody once, if I have a bunch of people that I need to do it for, I want to make it easy to do. So this was the same, making these endorsements is the same as I'm doing now for those frames. So let's upload Donna's picture. So here's Donna. So I can go back and do this for every single person. So then I'm going to put her on the front, and I'm going to make that smaller so we can see the whole circle. Yay. And then I'll put in the background some nice shade of blue so it'll all blend in together. Is that the right one? I'm going to be weird about that. Okay. I'll not be weird in front of you. But I'm going to be weird about the color, chances are, eventually. And then on the back, I'm going to put that picture of Jeff and I, because we're the face of the project. At some point, I'm probably going to be able to use the book cover too. So I wish I had makeup on that day, but that didn't happen. And now I'm using that picture all over the place. So now I'm going to say, thank you so much for joining in our Team Blue book launch. Yay. And this is the part that I like the best, is I can make that my own handwriting. And I use that on a lot of cards and on my Christmas cards and stuff, because I think it adds a personal touch. So this is actually my handwriting. And then I'm going to put another background of another shade of blue, because we're Team Blue. Okay, so that's the whole card right there. Okay, now I want to, since you're the chosen card of the day, Donna, what would you like for you? I'll show you the options.
You don't need to give me any sweets. Thank
No,
you.
no. But they have other stuff. They have other stuff.
Don't, you send me so many things. I have to say, you don't have to send me anything. Just send me the card. That's good.
No, see, you don't understand the rule.
Okay, I have to. Okay.
No. The rule is you only argue when I want to take something from you.
Okay, got it. All right, I don't know.
So some of the new stuff they have, let's see, what might be fun. They have a
Can't you sort by price? I don't
cheese
want you to sort
board.
by-
They actually have some pretty good books too. Let's see if we can find. Now, some of these I
Okay,
might
see,
use.
beautiful sold seeds. That's a good one.
Some seeds, okay. These
Yeah.
are and let me just show you some of the other options, because I use this a lot as far as,
You know,
like,
I'm a gardener. You've seen my stuff.
oh,
I'm a
yeah,
gardener.
I sent these lavender ones recently to someone who, it
Good.
was a condolence card. So, I
That's
mean, there are some
beautiful. And
really,
look at the price on those. That's incredible. I'll send
yeah,
lots of people seeds. Thanks for showing me this, because I did not know.
That's
yeah,
what I
and
was
they
gonna
have
say,
these little,
Donna, be quiet. She's doing a demonstration of what's available.
no, they
Let's
have,
look at some more things. Let's look at some
let's,
more things.
Now, there you go. There you go.
So they had these things that go in the card. They're inexpensive to send. They're really cute, and people feel like they're getting something. So I've
Because
often
they
added,
are.
yes, well,
Because
because
they
they are,
are.
right, because they are getting something. So I will put in some beautiful soul wildflower seeds for you. You just add them right here. And then I always check before I hit send. So I've got the flat card, I've got send immediate. And if you're not aware, I know all of you are aware, but the recording, if you're not aware, you can do it to send at another time right there. Okay. So, and then I look to make sure the present I want is attached, and yes, it is. And then you go down the bottom and you add the recipients. And by the way, when you're looking for addresses, you can, yeah, Peg's used to this prattle because I talk like this when I'm doing this, right? You can put in little or as much as you want, and it'll find the person. And look at both of you are right there. but I could have used zip code, I could have used town, I could have used just her first name, but I have 10,000 people in there. I have a lot of Donnas, so that wouldn't have been effective, but you can do that if you can't remember their name. And then down here on the right is ready to send. And now you'll notice that this is hardly going to cost me anything because the cost of the card, even if I was paying, would have only been $1. But the reason it's waived is because it's part of my subscription. I'm on an unlimited for the individual heartfelt cards. So I don't even have to pay the $1. I'm just paying for the seeds and the shipping. And that's it. So for $2.33, I can have an impact on all those people that I'm going to send this to that helped with the team. And I have other little things like that. So let me take it off of share. So
The other thing I do sometimes, Lisa, is you know how in order to get the photo down, you had so much blank space and you did the background color?
mhm.
The other thing you could have done, and I know you know this, but the other thing that's an option is change the layout so that
Oh,
maybe the
right.
picture
A
would have been the
smaller.
bottom and the
Yeah,
words up, thanks for joining our launch team.
could
And
have been the
then on
top.
the back, you could have said, hope these seeds bring whatever.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
you
idea.
can change the layout and then the picture is more full, but you know, so there is options. You want to show them again how the different options of layouts?
Yeah. Hey, Debbie. I didn't see you there at first. Sorry. Yes, I will. Let's do Debbie's. Debbie did had her frame done. So I know I have hers. So let's go do a different one. Build your own again. And then I'm going to do this. And up on this screen is the one where you can pick the different sizes. And I'm on a subscription, so the only one that's going to cost me extra is a big card. This particular project, I'm doing flat card. So I will do that. And then next. And then I'll have to go find Debbie's picture. I think it's in my download folder. I remember doing your right here. There you are. And she used both of it's not just any picture. That's the one we did together. Right, Debbie? That's the one we did when I was doing so many on the phone for the new profile pic thing. Oh, except how do you get the different layout would be up here, that layout. And what Peg was talking about is if I chose this instead. See, that immediately made it right. And then I could put this. Thank you for being part of Team Blue. Okay, and then I use another font a lot, and that is Homemade Apple, because look at how cute that is. Oh, except it doesn't do the blue do good. I'll have to do those Team Blue. Blue, yay.
And
So
then do
that's
me a
good.
favor and reverse the layout so that the writing's on the top and the picture's on the bottom.
Yes. Yeah, there's lots of different choices over here. Yay. So yeah, so you can pick any, and when I'm doing um thank you notes for my customers, I'll pick something like this layout over here, and I'll just fill these all in with product pictures that I got off the company's website and put down here in the text area, thank you from your Avon lady. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. I'm going to put a background still because I still feel like I need to. Would you do that, Peg?
One thing I would have done is I would highlight the text and
Yep.
I would show them how to change the size so it fills up more of
Oh,
that square.
that's a good idea. Look at
And you
that.
could change the lettering to blue, dark blue maybe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can do that down here. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that can be done with that. Look at that.
That looks beautiful.
Nice. And then, so now though, what am I going to write on the back? Because
Well,
we
you
did.
can put that picture of you and Jeff and then say, you know, we appreciate you. Lisa and
Oh.
Jeff, or Jeff and
Yeah,
Lisa.
Jeff and
Oh,
Lisa
that's a good
appreciate your
idea.
support.
Oh, good. That's a good one. We appreciate your support.
And again, I
Right.
like to make the letters as big as it'll fit on the page.
Well, in this one too, you have to worry about that
The
QR
yeah.
code.
And the
Uh,
barcode, for people who don't know, is how they know which card goes in which envelope. They have such highly sophisticated machines now that do the printing, the folding, the stuffing, the sealing, the addressing, the stamping for us. And you can put a return after Lisa and Jeff, so it'll be more space before the barcode. But that little symbol is how the machinery knows which envelope to put the card in. So go to the end of the F's at the end of Jeff's name and hit
Oh.
return. What?
At the end of his name and hit return.
Hit
Oh,
return,
good
yeah.
point. Oh, too much.
Well, or you could
There.
put from Lisa and Jeff on the same line and make
Oh, that's
the
a good
letter even
point.
bigger.
That's a very good point. And I'm not going to leave that
Awesome.
purple. I'm
I
not going to
like
leave that
it.
purple. That's too purpley. Oh no. Okay, we do this. That's bluer, and then I'll just change that to white. There.
There, all those
How about that?
options. Beautiful.
There. And Debbie, now it's your turn. What would you like? I know you're not going to turn away some brownies, are you? Is
Debbie, you're
Debbie
on mute. Debbie, you're on mute. We'd love to hear you.
Yeah, the brownies would be fine, Lisa.
You want brownies or do you want the bakery sampler?
I tell
bakery
you
sam-
what,
Yes, this is the bakery sampler.
yeah, the bakery
Ooh.
sampler, that's good.
Yeah. If you haven't had this yet, you want to
That's
try
got all
this
the good
because
ones.
now that I've tried this, right, I send this very often because that's that coffee cake. And once you've had the coffee cake, it's like heroin.
I like the Rice Krispie treat.
Oh,
That's the
right.
one
And
I'm cutting up tonight, except for Mike already ate the Rice Krispie treat, so.
I'm shocked and stunned by that. Right.
So many choices.
So I'll add you.
Oh, Lisa, that's too expensive.
No, you're only supposed to argue when I want to take your money. How is this rule not universal?
I don't know.
No,
That
when I
looks
want to
so
spend
great.
your money, that's when you have a problem. See, when I want to spend my money on you, that's when you don't have a problem.
That's when you say thank you, Lisa.
Yeah,
I
well,
do thank you.
or at least that's awesome or something, right? Yeah. You know, I would have thought that rule was universal.
And one thing that's a great tip while Lisa's finishing this up,
Oh.
if you notice in her return address, she has her company name, her website, her email, her phone number.
Oh, I've got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing
But-
is that I did this recently and because Avon actually has a problem with me having any other company with my Avon insignia like this. So my answer is on my birthday card send, which is hundreds every month. I send about between 400 and 500. In the card itself on the back is my SendOutCards thing about it has a pay it forward and has a like an ad for SendOutCards. On the outside of the envelope is Avon exclusively by itself. So my answer was to split it that way. But that's why I'm doing it. And I wanted to make sure all of my stuff was there. The only problem with this is that when I go to send a postcard, it doesn't all fit. It truncates it. So just keep that in mind if you're sending a postcard that you'll need to adjust that. Okay.
Right.
And by the way, you can, I can edit this and change that to be something else right here. It doesn't have to be a permanent edit for all cards going forward. It can just be for this particular one.
And I
Okay.
do that when I send messages, when I send cards to my nieces and nephews, I change it to say Aunt Peg.
Oh, that's nice. And I
Yeah.
probably should do it to say Lisa and Jeff or something, but that seemed a little a little too intimate for me. This, right. He is a married man after all. Return address seemed a little over the line, but I'm not sure why you were in the system so many times, Debbie, but I know you saw that too, that there was a bunch of you in there. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why that was that time, but okay, so now I always just glance up, that's the right person, this is the right card, and this is the right gift, and it's send immediate. I usually just take a peek at that before I hit ready to send to make sure. And then of course up here again, we're not paying for the card. No, I didn't say that right. We're paying for the card, but it's included in my subscription. It's not free, it's included, okay?
Right.
So the card's included, and then I'm just paying for the bakery sampler and the shipping. So that's it, to have a nice impact and send. And
Thank
that's
you.
as easy as that.
Yeah.
Yes, indeedy. But
I'd love to tell a story about the phone number on a card.
please.
When I send a card that's either a 2-panel or 3-panel, I choose the back of the card layout that includes the 2 addresses plus a back like you have, from the co-authors that you're using for Team Blue. And in my address, of course, it has my phone number. So I moved to Chestertown, Maryland a year ago, and a cousin of mine, not the cousin that lives nearby, but another cousin, her mother-in-law lives here in a retirement home. And I said, well, while I'm in Chestertown, I should get to, I know her mother, we've met at weddings and funerals. I said, give me her phone number and I'll go take her out someday. We'll have lunch. And she goes, oh no, she has lunch at the home. So I'm like, okay, well, give me her phone number and I'll just go visit her. And, for whatever reason, they never gave me the phone number, never gave me the phone number. Well, this woman is now going to be a great grandmother for the very first time. And I had a picture of the granddaughter standing on the beach with her little baby bump. And I sent it to her and I said, I'm so excited to hear that you're going to be a grandmother. Well, all I knew was the name of the home where she lived, the name of the retirement community where she lived. I don't know the apartment number or anything. Dear Mrs. Marie, last name, Heron Point, blah, blah, blah. And I just crossed my fingers and said, I hope they figure out where she is and they give it to her. A week later, I'm like totally forgotten that I put this out into the world, right? I get this phone call. Hello, is this Peg? This is Marie. I don't know when you sent this beautiful card, but it's lovely. And I'm so good. And I'm like, so now I've gone and had dinner with her. I have her phone number. She said, let me give you my cell number too. And so, all from a card. I should have sent a card right when I moved to Chestertown and said, we're neighbors.
And I almost always choose the format on the back that has both the names. You can choose with not the return address and stuff.
Yeah, I do
The
both.
reason I do that is because I get returns on the regular because I send out 400 to 500 birthday cards. So some of the people on my list that would be getting a birthday card, for example, would be someone that signed up to sell Avon with me in 2012 and they left, but they've gotten a birthday card ever since from me if they signed up with me. That's how I'm getting my reinstates and my customers now. So, but sometimes their address is no good, and sometimes the post office messes up the mail, so I can't read who this is coming back from. But usually if I open it up, it has it, like I'll show you on this one, it has it in there. So one way or another, that screens my list. So it has it, so I could have told who the return was from, whether or not the Postal Service messed up the envelope. So that's why I always choose that. By the way, do you mind me tell who this one, you guys, I know Marie's already seen this one and Dawn too, but when I have something that works, I do it again and again. You'll notice it when I'm doing, matter of fact, the one we just did with the profile thing, I'm already thinking I'm going to do that for the play because I'm producing another play in town. And a bunch of the stuff I did for the play, like the endorsement graphic, that's where I got the idea to do that, was because I did those graphics for the cast and crew of the play. So I bring my tricks with me. I have all these tricks. So one of the tricks that I almost always do is if I do a social media post that works, meaning I get hundreds of people to emoji and comment and stuff, I'm going to find a way to use it on a card or something. I want to reuse that information. And this was a post last summer, Avon said they gave us this challenge called the Now and Then challenge. And you put a picture of you when you started selling and a picture of you now and put your story. Now, my story was too long and I knew it was, but I was just trying to win some free stuff from from Avon. But that was like my most liked post in 3 years or something. So I screenshotted all of it and it's all of this. And normally that would be a killer to put that much information in a card. You would not want to do that. And do you know, I have got so many signups from sending this to my prospect list that I was able to get another incentive I won from Avon where they gave me 100 free recruits because I had so many by a cutoff. And almost all of my recruits last year came from sending this out. And I sent them 4 a day. So they would be on my subscription to this big giant list that I have of prospects that never did sign up, but said they were interested. Peg, do you use groups a lot? Because that was one of the big things I do is groups.
Yeah, on Facebook?
No, on SendOutCards.
No, I don't. Tell me about groups.
Oh. Okay, in SendOutCards in the contact manager, you can assign people to groups and it can be each person can be in multiple groups. And why it's awesome is because then you can pull up the whole group and you can actually send it to Excel and I print it out and then I can work on the list for a day until I get it done and do it again. But if you have it in the group, then you know why they're in your database and SendOutCards. So
Awesome.
when I signed up for SendOutCards, which I don't remember when it was, but it was more than 13 years ago, whatever that is. I started using the groups right off because somebody told me about it. So all of mine are actually sorted that way. So I have hundreds of people that either answered an ad and said they wanted to sell Avon, but they never did sign up, or I bought the lead from Avon. There's a whole bunch of reasons. So they're all called Avon info only in a special group. So then I can just send it to Excel, print it out, and do 4 a day. And
Awesome.
it's you can do more than 4, by the way, but I keep it at 4. And I get through a lot of people that way. I mean, Marie's been watching me do this. You know what I mean? Because just think 4 times 7 is 28 cards a week. And I'm usually working more than one list at a time. So I'm working my prospect list, my customer list. Matter of fact, Donna would have got cards as a customer. Did you get the summer one that had like the barbecue recipe and stuff in it? So I try to do like one that's not salesy, followed by one that has products in it. And the one I'm doing right now is pictures of the new products from convention that's going to come out that aren't even out yet. So there's no prices or anything like that. It just says, just thought you might like to see what's coming for our holiday line. But I try to do non-salesy, kind of salesy, non-salesy, so mix it up. But I want to keep in touch with the customers. So
Well, it's so brilliant that you have the list idea. I didn't know about the group segmentation. I will definitely start using that. And, you know, touching them up on your business, but then I know you do the birthdays. So everybody in your list, you ask them what their birthday is and you don't need the year. You just do the month and day, right? And you send them.
well, and whitepages.com, I have a subscription for them and they actually include the birthday now. And actually I get them most from Facebook. People put their birthday. So if I didn't get it on Facebook, I can get it on whitepages.com. I use whitepages.com a lot. Yeah.
I don't know if you do
And
this trick. Whenever I sign a contract with somebody or start doing business with somebody in some way, shape, or form, I mark that down as an anniversary.
Oh,
And Donna, this may be a good tip for you as a realtor. When you
oh,
sell a house a year later, send them a picture of them when they came to the
oh.
house or when they came to the open house or whatever, and then say happy anniversary on your first year of home ownership, or happy anniversary, you've been in your new home for a year now, and they will so remember you as a result of things like that. So I do the anniversary of business or the anniversary of something I'll put that in. And
But how do
my
you
list isn't as
know
big.
when you're
Yeah.
looking back, how do you know if it's their wedding or if it's the anniversary of something? That's been my problem because my mother was doing anniversary of your Avon Length Association, but then when you have, because I have a slew of wedding anniversaries already in there.
Well,
So
that's
how?
why I wish SendOutCards would add another line for anniversary of business.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
the only anniversaries that I keep track of in SendOutCards of weddings are weddings I've attended, which are usually cousins or friends'
Oh,
kids. And
okay.
my list isn't millions like yours is. And so
Yeah,
I just know.
yeah.
But maybe we can ask SendOutCards to listen to Peg's idea of another anniversary, like anniversary of business. If enough people ask for it, maybe they'll do it, right?
Right. Yeah, I started doing wedding anniversary, although that one's trickier than birthday because birthday doesn't there isn't a 50-50 odds that you're going to change.
Well,
Right? So
and
every year
and
I look at their Facebook page and try to gauge whether they're still married to that same person or not.
well, and the other thing is my thought process, and this is just my own, unless it's like my parents or my siblings' anniversaries, an anniversary is between the two people that are involved in the relationship. Not they should be getting a
Right. But then they don't get cards on that anniversary usually from anybody else. And
Yeah.
it stands
gotcha.
out.
Good to know.
So
Yeah.
the ones I send are not that I got an example. That's a nice one. Here.
I have to hop off. Thank you so much.
Kathy, thank you
Oh,
for joining
Kathy,
us. I hope you
thank
learned a couple
you.
tricks and you got your
I did.
picture up in a frame. Yay.
Yes, I did. And I posted it on Facebook, but I see there's a little piece hanging off. And I'm sorry, Lisa, if I was doing it on your Canva.
Oh
I
no,
can't
that's all
figure out how to
that's
get
all
it in only on mine. I'm not sure what's going on. So if
right.
anybody has those instructions, I'd love to see them because I
Thank
can't
you
figure
for
it out.
showing me that tip. I didn't know I could share it.
Oh, you're so welcome. All right, everybody. Happy sending
Bye.
cards. All right.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
weekend, Kathy.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'll just show this. I realize we're getting at time anyway. So my one of my tricks is that I pay my kid to design my covers for my cards, and my kid actually will do commissions if you want some covers for yours. But this is the anniversary card, and it has my kid went to great lengths, by the way, to make sure that these people did not look gender specific or nationality specific. They're kind of neutral characters that he came up with. And then he wrote this part, the Avon anniversary. I mean, the happy anniversary. I just said Avon. I know. Yeah, it's ingrained in my head. And I add this to everyone because when you're doing a build your own, you can add words to the front. So I do this for all of my anniversary ones, and I usually have about 25 a month right now. And then on the inside, I just go to their website, I mean, their Facebook page, and grab a picture of the two together. Now, every once in a while, people don't put it, but most times I'll do the two block and put a picture of them separate, and then it looks like they're together. Or I'll put a sunrise here if I'm desperate and they don't have any pictures together. And then I either put a sunrise or flowers or something here, and they're just, happy anniversary here. And that's it for
What
that.
does the card back look like?
This is the SendOutCards back that I've been using on the birthdays and anniversaries.
Beautiful.
Okay. And that's why on my envelope it has the Avon thing. But that's yeah, I've been doing, I don't think that would be offensive to get it. It would kind of be cute to get it. And I realize it is between them two, but I like it because it's an unusual thing to get from someone else.
Well, and I like your point about it. Oftentimes it's the only anniversary card they get in the mail.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. The birthday ones too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have a lot of people
Well,
tell me they don't get any.
well, let's keep calling customer service and ask them to add a field that says business anniversary.
Yeah, you have more hope than I do about stuff. No, you know what it is? I have like this big thing about any corporate. Matter of fact, in Avon, I'm known for just calling them all corporate people. But over 40 years of being with them and having to deal with corporate people, it's like I'm the only constant. They're the ones that are coming and going. So I think that's probably why. But I don't usually try to have suggestions because I don't want my heart broke when they won't do it. I guess
Gotcha.
that's it. But anyway, I think that's it for today. It's 2. I really appreciate you coming, Peg. And
Lots
I
of
learned
great
something.
tips and tricks.
Yeah.
And
Did
I
you?
hope you're inspired to send a card every now and then.
I'm gonna work on one right now.
Oh,
All right.
good.
Yay.
Yeah. It's really a good tool for work, I think. Really.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is an appropriate question to ask, but if I am not attached to another person, I don't know how to make that happen.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, you
Maybe
can. We
okay.
can call customer service and tell them you're orphaned and
Oh.
whose team you want to be on. You can definitely make sure you're aligned with somebody.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't even know they
Yeah,
let you
so-
do that.
So something, to consider.
Yeah,
But I
that's
mean,
awesome.
I'm not doing a lot right now, but.
Well, and
If I
it sounds
do.
like you're going to have a wonderful vacation coming up here real soon. So
We are leaving for Canada in a couple of weeks and for our 30th wedding anniversary.
Whoa.
Awesome.
wow.
Nice.
what's
Wow.
the date of your wedding anniversary?
That anniversary that's just between 2 people you mentioned? Yeah, the
Zinger.
27th, yes.
And I get all those anniversaries from people posting it on Facebook.
Yes.
So I haven't asked anybody for theirs. I get it from them posting.
Yeah.
And that's almost always true about birthdays too. Most people I can find it either on their Facebook or on whitepages.com. So, but anyway, did anybody have anything else they need help with? I know I talked most of this like usual.
Thank you so much.
Thank
was
you. And
fun,
thank you.
so
Peg.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Debbie, you enjoy that treat that's coming.
Oh, I will, definitely. Thank you.
Thank
Very
you,
much.
everybody.
Go on.